Okay, so this is just a quick overview of preview of the markets on Friday, the 29th of November. So basically, we just at the end of the month. The volumes are quite drying up in the end of the month. I don't like trading these days. The last week of the month. It's always difficult to trade. But let's have a look at the Aussie quickly. Just a few ideas maybe. I really think that the Aussie have seen quite a relief rally. The shorts coming in, the sellers hitting it about for what 4 days now. And I think maybe we can get some support here around 49,000. Maybe see some bullish guys coming in, buying the Aussie going up. We can see on the daily the stochastic is very low. But yeah, maybe we can see some upside, or when we break 49,000, maybe see some downside back to what's this 48,100, 48,000. Maybe go test that levels. But if we go to the 30-minute chart, we can see that it's very low, the stochastic, and also we have this gap above us. So this window that opened up here, and it's about 200 points, 200 point window. So I think for me, this is also a strategy that we use on the 30-minute. When you use the first candle, the close of that candle, to trade the high and lows of that. Yeah, that's just what do you call it? A strategy that we use. So, but the thing is that I see here is maybe we can see some selling, maybe we can see some buying. We have to wait for the market to decide whether it wants to or where it wants to go. Another thing to keep an eye out on is the price action. And see that we can see that there's big volumes on the selling side. So yeah, so definitely to keep an eye out on that. Sorry, just my phone ringing, putting it on silent now. So just keep an eye on that as well, please. And then just to quickly talk about the USDR, the rand dollar. So we saw a better strengthening again. Again, we're in that band of 1470, 14. I would actually say 1460 and then 1480. There's quite a band in those. We seem to not break either way. So the rand is really quite consolidating here between those levels. I really don't know where it wants to go, what it wants to do. But yeah, we'll have to definitely keep an eye out for whether it wants to weaken, whether it wants to strengthen, or where it wants to go from here, because it also plays a big role. Like I said last time, on the maize markets. So I just want to check my internet here because it's not loading anything. So yeah, there we can see that channel broke nicely here. Again, on the 4 hour chart, the stochastic was very high, tested a 200 moving average. And we can see actually, and I want to actually, um, draw this to your attention, of bringing it to your attention, because on the 4 hour chart, you can see the stochastic at 200 moving average. Each time it reaches there, it wants to actually consolidate a bit and then change direction, consolidate a bit, change direction. And we can see that, especially usually it comes on selling. So 1480 and yeah 1460, let's say 1460, is quite a few levels, but the USDs are not really going anywhere. And then the maize again. If we can just look at the chart quickly here. I'm gonna start charting March 20 white maize now. Because of December is in delivery month. Usually the volumes dry up this time, when you reach the delivery month. So basically, we're just gonna chart March from now on. So I'm gonna use this pivot point there, and I'm gonna draw in the trend line. And you can see quite it's really nice. This is the daily chart as well. You can see that on the daily chart it's reached quite a nice trend line here. But I would definitely wait for it to lock inside or outside that trend line at the bottom here, for this candle to maybe close there. I just want to move it quite nicely. Oh, what doesn't want to work today, eh? Okay, so basically, when it closes below this trend line, maybe reaches 29,000 again. With the stochastic this side on the daily, I really think that the markets maybe can see a relief rally down to the downside again. Yeah, so we just have to again keep an eye out on the price action at this side. You know whether the what the weather does, whether it's gonna rain or not. It also plays a big role, especially in this month. You know the time for planting is near, and we have to start, making decisions. The farmers. So yeah, basically I would just really wait for this trend line to work out, to play itself out, and then from there on we can see whether the market's where it wants to go. But again, also the rand, I really think there's gonna be some time there's gonna come a move in the rand, and I just don't know which direction. But again, we'll have to keep an eye out on that one. And then just quickly on the S&P 500, we can have a look here. I just want to have a look here. Quickly wait for the chart. But definitely we have to keep an eye out. Yeah, the S&P again on the 30 minutes. I like the 30 minutes to trade it on this. It's also reaching new highs, and it seems like it's never going to stop. But definitely this is a nice trade setup here. You can see the stochastic very low on the 30-minute charts. Also you can draw in a trend line there. And maybe look for a long here, wait for it. Oh well, it actually it closed the candle above the trend line. Wait for this to be a nice bullish engulfing candle, and then go long maybe. But that's just my opinion. That's just my views. Again, please note that this is all just my view. All things said in this video is just my own opinion. It's not so that it's gonna happen, or anyway. The ideas and strategies should never be used without first assessing your own personal and financial situation, or without consulting a financial professional. My thoughts and opinions will also change from time to time as I learn and accumulate new or more knowledge. So please just keep a note on that. But yeah, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see each other again on next week.